Welcome, dear friends. Today, we embark on a profound journey together, one that promises to alter not just the way we view the world, but also the way we interact with it. This journey revolves around the understanding and application of spiritual laws, those unseen principles that govern the universe and our very existence. Once you learn these laws, you'll never be the same again. The first spiritual law we'll explore is the law of divine oneness. This law tells us that everything is connected to everything else. What we think, say, do, and believe will have a corresponding effect on others and the universe around us. I invite you to pause for a moment and reflect on this interconnectedness. How does it feel to recognize that your actions and thoughts are a part of the infinite web of life, influencing not just your own life journey but also those around you? Imagine the implications of this law in our daily lives. When you understand that every negative thought can ripple through the cosmos and affect others, you begin to see the power of maintaining a positive, loving mindset. This isn't just about avoiding harm, it's about actively contributing to the universal good. Each act of kindness, each word of encouragement, each gesture of compassion is amplified through this divine network, creating waves of positive energy. Let's consider the law of vibration next. Everything in the universe moves and vibrates at one speed or another. Nothing rests. Everything you see around you is vibrating at one frequency or another, and so are you. However, we can control our frequency. We can raise it through thoughts filled with love, compassion, and joy, and we can lower it with thoughts of anger, fear, and frustration. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. What frequency are you choosing right now? How do you think this affects your reality? The law of vibration teaches us that we can attract good health, abundance, and happiness by aligning ourselves with the high frequencies of love and peace. Conversely, lower vibrations attract negative circumstances. By consciously choosing higher thoughts, you're not only improving your own life circumstances, but also contributing to the upliftment of those around you. Now, let us delve into the law of action. This law must be employed in order for us to manifest things on Earth. We must engage in actions that support our thoughts, dreams, emotions, and words. This law is fundamentally about taking responsibility. It's easy to dream and to set intentions, but the manifestation of those dreams requires action. Reflect on this. Are there dreams or goals in your life that have remained unfulfilled simply because you have not taken the necessary steps towards them? Often we wait for the right moment or the perfect opportunity to act. However, the law of action teaches us that there is no moment more right than the present. Each step, no matter how small, is a progression towards manifesting our dreams. Transitioning now to the law of correspondence, this ancient adage, as above, so below, as within, so without, captures the essence of this law. The patterns you see around you in the external world are a reflection of what is occurring internally. This law helps us understand ourselves and our world better by showing us that the environment and circumstances of our lives are a mirror of our inner state. What are the patterns you see in your life? Do they reflect a harmonious inner state, or are there areas of discord? How can you make internal adjustments to create a more desirable external reality? This is a powerful realization because it puts the control back into our own hands. If we want to change our world, we must first change ourselves. The next profound law is the law of cause and effect, or karma. This law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Every cause has an effect, and every effect has a cause. In terms of spiritual practices, this means that our intentions and actions have significant consequences. We are held accountable for everything we do, and thus, it's crucial to be mindful of our actions and intentions. Consider this deeply. How often do you act with awareness of the potential repercussions? Do you consider the ripple effects of your words and deeds on your environment and the people within it? When you start to live with this awareness, you transform not only your life but also contribute to a more conscious and mindful world. As we reflect on these laws, I encourage you to think about how they are manifesting in your life. Are you in harmony with these laws, or are there adjustments you need to make? Remember, understanding these laws isn't just an intellectual exercise. It's a call to transform our lives and, by extension, the world around us. Continuing our exploration into the transformative power of spiritual laws, let's delve deeper into how these principles can fundamentally shift our understanding and interaction with the universe. The law of compensation is another vital spiritual law that mirrors the laws of cause and effect and karma. This law ensures that for every contribution we make, there is a return. This doesn't only apply to the material aspects of life such as finances and gifts, but also to the love, kindness, and energy we give out to the world. The universe acts as a kind of cosmic accountant, ensuring a balance is maintained. Think about this. What are you putting out into the world? Are you offering positivity, support, and service? Are you contributing to the world in a way that uplifts others? The law of compensation promises that these contributions will not go unnoticed. They will come back to you, often multiplied, in various forms. It might be through new opportunities, relationships, or insights that enrich your life. This law teaches us the importance of giving with generosity and without immediate expectation of return, trusting that the universe will compensate us in its own time and manner. Next, let's consider the law of attraction, a law quite popular and often discussed in spiritual contexts. This law suggests that we attract into our lives whatever we focus on. Positive thoughts attract positive outcomes, and negative thoughts attract negative outcomes. But there's a depth to this law that often goes overlooked. It's not just about thinking positively, but aligning our entire being, our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the outcomes we seek. How aligned are you with your desires? Are your thoughts, actions, and emotions all pulling in the same direction? Or is there discord among them? Harmony within these aspects is what creates a powerful magnetic force that attracts the circumstances we desire. It's essential to not only visualize what we want, but also to feel and act as if it's already a part of our reality. Moving forward, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy provides a hopeful perspective. This law states that all persons have the power within them to change the conditions in their lives. Higher vibrations consume and transform lower ones. Thus, we can change the energies in our lives by understanding the universal laws and applying the principles in such a way as to effect change. In practical terms, this means we can shift negative situations by consciously choosing to respond with higher vibrational thoughts and actions. Have you ever faced a challenging situation that seemed to dissipate or resolve when you changed your perspective or response to it? That's this law in action. It's a powerful reminder that we are not helpless victims of our circumstances, but active participants in shaping our reality. Furthermore, the law of relativity teaches us that each person will receive a series of problems, tests of initiation, for the purpose of strengthening the light within. Each of these tests is a challenge that is meant to be a lesson from which we can learn and evolve. This law also teaches us to compare our problems to others' problems and put everything into its right perspective. No matter how difficult our situation may seem, there is always someone else who is in a more challenging position, which often makes our problems seem much lighter. Consider this deeply. How do you react to challenges? Do you see them as insurmountable obstacles, or do you view them as opportunities to grow and learn? By reframing our challenges as necessary steps towards growth, we not only find it easier to navigate through them, but also accelerate our personal and spiritual development. Lastly, for this part, we come to the law of polarity. This law states that everything is on a continuum and has an opposite. We can suppress and transform undesirable thoughts by concentrating on the opposite pole. It is the law of mental vibrations. This principle suggests that there are two sides to everything. Things that appear as opposites are actually only two extremes of the same thing. For instance, heat and cold may appear to be opposites at first glance, but in truth, they are simply varying degrees of the same thing, temperature. The same applies to love and hate, peace and war, positive and negative, which are all different manifestations of the same fundamental principle. This understanding can help us embrace and manage the dualities in our lives more effectively. How do you handle the polarities in your life? Do you get trapped in viewing situations or emotions as only good or bad? Or do you recognize the continuum and strive to find balance and understanding within it? This part of our journey through the spiritual laws has taken us deep into the mechanics of the universe and our existence. Reflect on how these laws are currently manifesting in your life, and consider what adjustments you might need to make to align more closely with them. When you're ready, ask me to continue, and we will explore even deeper aspects of these universal truths. As we continue our exploration of spiritual laws, let us delve into some of the deeper, perhaps less immediately obvious laws that govern our existence. These laws can provide profound insights into our spiritual journey and help us navigate the complexities of life with greater wisdom and understanding. One such law is the law of rhythm. Everything in the universe operates in cycles and patterns, from the seasons and tides to our personal lives and moods. This law teaches us that life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Just as the tide comes in and goes out, each phase of our lives is part of a natural rhythm that should neither be resisted nor forced. Think about the rhythms in your own life. Are there times when you feel on top of the world, only to sometimes feel quite the opposite? The law of rhythm teaches us to accept these phases, understanding that high points will follow low points, just as surely as spring follows winter. How can you better harmonize with this rhythm, using periods of energy to propel you forward and times of quiet for rest and reflection? Next, we explore the law of gender. This law manifests in all things as masculine and feminine. It is about the balance and harmony between these two forces. The masculine is about taking action, giving, and expression. The feminine about receiving, nurturing, and introspection. Both are vital, and neither is superior to the other. Every individual, regardless of gender, possesses both masculine and feminine qualities. Ask yourself, how balanced are the masculine and feminine energies within you? Do you find yourself constantly in action mode, possibly neglecting the nurturing, receptive aspects of your nature? Or perhaps the reverse is true. Achieving a balance between action and introspection is essential for a harmonious life and spiritual fulfillment. We also consider the profound law of sacrifice. This law is often misunderstood as merely giving something up, but its essence is about transformation and growth. To gain something of higher value, something of lower value must be released. This could be habits, material possessions, or even outdated beliefs and relationships. Reflect deeply on this. What are you holding on to that's preventing you from reaching higher levels of spiritual or personal growth? Sacrifice doesn't have to be painful. It is a conscious choice to release what no longer serves us to make room for new growth and opportunities. The law of potentiality is another powerful principle. It teaches us that everything in the universe has the potential to manifest, depending on the conditions. Each seed has the potential to become a flower, tree, or plant. Similarly, every human has the potential to realize their highest self, but this requires the right environment, nutrients, and care. Consider your own potential. Are you creating the right conditions in your life for your potential to flourish? Are you nurturing your dreams with positive thoughts, actions, and environments? Moving forward, let us contemplate the law of reflection. This law suggests that the traits you respond to in others are a reflection of your own nature. What irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Similarly, what we admire in others reflects what we admire in ourselves or what we aspire to be. This is a powerful mirror to hold up. What are the qualities in others that you find most challenging? Can you see aspects of these in yourself? How can this insight help you grow and change? Finally, for this part, we consider the law of giving and receiving. This law is about the flow of energy in the universe. To keep abundance, joy, and love flowing in your life, you must keep that energy circulating. This means that giving and receiving are not just actions, but interconnected parts of the energy exchange. Think about this flow in your life. Are you more comfortable giving or receiving? Many find one easier than the other, but both are necessary to maintain balance and harmony in our lives. As we conclude this part of our spiritual exploration, take some time to meditate on these laws. How do they manifest in your life? What changes or adjustments might you consider to align better with these universal principles? When you're ready, you can ask me to continue, and we will journey further into understanding how these laws can be integrated into everyday life, leading to profound spiritual transformation and the realization of our true potential. In this next phase of exploring spiritual laws, we delve into practical applications and deeper insights that can help integrate these principles into daily life, fostering not only personal growth, but also contributing to a more harmonious world. The law of intention and desire holds a central place in the creation process. Every intention and desire, when sown into the field of consciousness, has the potential to manifest, provided they are supported by the right actions. It's essential to set clear and positive intentions, which align with your deepest values and purposes. Consider this. What are your deepest desires? Are your intentions clearly defined and directed toward positive outcomes? When setting intentions, it's crucial to ensure they are not only about personal gain, but also about contributing to the welfare of others. This aligns your desires with the universal spirit, which operates on a basis of interconnectedness and abundance. The law of detachment is another critical principle. It teaches us to detach from the outcome of our desires. While it may seem counterintuitive, true detachment allows for a deeper engagement with life. By letting go of our rigid attachments to the outcome, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that the universe may have in store for us. Ask yourself, are there areas in your life where you might be holding on too tightly to the outcome? How might letting go and trusting the universe alter your experience and increase your peace of mind? The law of dharma or purpose in life is about discovering and fulfilling one's divine purpose. According to this law, every individual has a unique talent and a unique way of expressing it. The convergence of these talents with the needs of others brings about the most profound fulfillment. Reflect on this. What are your unique gifts? How can they meet the needs of those around you? Living your purpose isn't just about personal fulfillment, but also about serving others, thereby creating a ripple effect of positivity. The law of karma, or cause and effect, teaches that every action generates a force of energy that returns to us in kind. What we sow, we will eventually reap. Understanding this law teaches us to take responsibility for our lives by understanding that our present reality is a result of our past actions. Consider your current circumstances. Can you trace how your previous actions and decisions have shaped your life? How can this understanding guide your future actions to create the outcomes you desire? The law of least effort is practiced by accepting the present moment as it is, without resistance. This law is based on the principle that nature's intelligence functions with effortless ease. When we learn to act in harmony with nature and the universe, we do less and accomplish more. Think about whether there are aspects of your life where you're exerting unnecessary force. What would happen if you chose to act with acceptance and responsibility instead of struggle? Lastly, the law of success suggests that success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the laws of the universe. It emphasizes that true success is measured by the amount of joy and fulfillment one feels, not merely by material achievements. Ask yourself, how do you define success? Are your definitions bringing you joy and satisfaction? If not, how might you redefine success to better serve your holistic well-being? Integrating these spiritual laws into daily life is not necessarily about making big, immediate changes. Instead, it's about gradually shifting perspectives, making small adjustments, and aligning more closely with these universal principles. This approach can transform not only individual lives, but also contribute to greater collective harmony. Reflect on these insights and consider how you might begin applying them today. When you're ready for more exploration or need guidance on specific aspects of these laws, feel free to ask, and we can continue this enriching journey together.